Hey, what up YouTube? Welcome back to a new video. It's season 10 in the finals, and as you know, I'm gonna bring you guys the best settings for controller players, either if you're on the console or if you're on PC with the controller. I'm gonna show you the best settings for season 10. So let's head over to the finals and let's show you the best settings. So we are over here in the practice range. Of course, I didn't put no sound on right now. But let's head to the settings and let's get into it. So first things first, let's get over to the controller settings. The first thing is I use directional equipment for my gadgets and stuff like that. So I use my D-pad and use directionals for that. I know a lot of people use their left trigger or left bumper or right trigger and your thumbstick to select your gadgets and stuff like that, but I just feel like using that extra step, like just holding one button and using another button to select a gadget, is just killing time, especially in some heavy gunfights. I think directional is the way to go. It's just one button, boom, you got the gadget. Let's keep going. Whereas other people, what they use is either equipment wheel or the cycling. Is it a cycling? I think it's the cycling. But directional, I think, is the best way to go when you're using a controller. Sprint and crouch is going to be toggle. Zoom behavior is going to be holding. Interaction is going to be holding. Reload is going to be prioritizing reload. These are my settings. My specialization is going to be my right stick. It's just easier for me whenever I'm either a heavy main and I'm using the winch. I can make sure I'm still holding down or shooting an enemy, and then eventually just getting that one winch out instead of stopping fire and then winching. It's just so much easier for me to use my right thumbstick versus any bumpers or triggers, which is the default. I know if you are a claw player or a double claw player, some people put their specialization on the D-pad. For me, I don't do claw, so I'm going to do it on my right stick. If these are also my other binds, if you want, you can stop and check them out. All right, look sensitivity. These are the best things in the world. This is the most important thing. All right, so vertical and horizontal, these first two are gonna be 420. If you know, you know. You can play it around between 400 and 450, or I say 400 and 430 is your medium. That's where your sweet spot is. I know a lot of players play between a 400 and 410. I like 420. I don't know why. I like that. I like the little speed. The extra little speed is like just perfect for me. The big thing is this look multiplier right here. This look multiplier that's down below. The zoom sensitivity multiplier is the most crucial thing when you are using a controller. When you are using a controller, I've tested between 30%, 35%, 40, 45, 50, and anything in between. Like these, I think 40% is the sweet spot for controllers. I know I played on 400 with 40%, and it was still great. I played 410 with 40. It was still great. So like 40% works with any of your horizontal and vertical. It might affect your tracking a little bit if you change it to a lower, if you're using 400 instead of 420, your tracking might be a little bit slower, but hey, you're gonna hit all your bullets. It's just more preference, preferred preference on what you want. But I think 420 and 40 is like the sweet spot. For scoped zoom, If you're a sniper, you can play with this. I am not a sniper, so do not take this number in any consideration. All right. So you play around. If you're a sniper, you played around with that number, or you find someone else that has a scope zoom sensitivity for a sniper. I don't use a sniper on the lights. Okay. So don't take this number. Okay. Focal length on, look acceleration 0. Response curve, I have done exponential, I have done linear before. If you are coming from Call of Duty, or if you're coming from Apex or Fortnite, which has linear in all those game modes or all those games, linear might be your way to go. But I don't know how to say this word, but I'm just gonna say sinus. This sinus response curve is literally the best response curve for this game, especially for controller players. I've done so many different variants with my sensitivity with 440 with linear, 440 440 with linear. I've tried it, literally everything, and this sinus response curve works well for every tracking, for like every tracking with every gun. It's perfect on controller. So make sure you use this response curve and you're going to be beaming like crazy. Invert vertical input off. Your look boosts are going to be all 0. Okay. All your boosts are going to be 0. Okay. Dead zones are going to be 0. If you had stick drift or an old controller, you want to increase this dead zone 1 at a time until you have no dead zone. Okay. But if you have a brand new controller, or if you have Hall effects or TMR sticks, you should be good with 0. Okay. Aim assist on, disable assist threshold off, look sensitivity reduction on 100%, tracking target tracking on 100% on the scaling. Zoom snapping, you want that on. You want to be snapping on that person all the time. Okay, put that on. All right. Gameplay general North America, you can change that to your preferred region. Auto sprint on, auto sprint threshold 70%. Melee aim assist on, especially if you're on a controller, make sure that thing is on. Okay. Everything else should be perfect. If you are, make sure your tag markers are big as possible so you can see those people across the map, and also you can see those people through like debris and trees and grass and everything. Make sure your player markers are 150%. Crank that thing all the way up. Okay. Crosshair, in world crosshair 0 or off. What I usually do is I like bright colors. In this game, you have there's so many different time zones. You have daylight gameplay, evening gameplay, and night gameplay. So to accommodate with all the different types of lighting in this game, and also like debris and the smokes and everything, I think the bright colors are perfect for this game. So like yellow, bright green, bright blue, like a teal blue is perfect for this game. I don't think red is good for this game at all. It's too dark, especially if you're playing in like a bright daylight gameplay. Red, it doesn't work, or dark nighttime, red doesn't work. So I like bright colors to make sure I know I can see. Okay. And here are my settings for video. I've kind of tweaked this from last season to this season. Same thing. Borderless is the best thing and the most common for this game. DLS frame generation off, VSync off, latency on, frame rate unlimited. The one thing I changed from last season to this season is NVIDIA DLSS. Okay, last season the frame rate was really weird in this game, especially for like NVIDIA. When I was playing with NVIDIA, I was getting like between like 60 and 100 FPS, which is really weird. Like, I have a great computer and I know I stream and stuff like that on one computer, but the frame droppage is crazy when I was using NVIDIA last season. I don't know what they did at the end of last season, but this season with NVIDIA, I get no stuttering when things are blowing up or falling on me or anything. Nothing was skipping or lagging or anything with this new update with NVIDIA. So make sure you have NVIDIA on and with DLA on. You can try the transformer or CNN. CNN is the old generation, whereas transformer is like a new generation for DLS4. Okay, so you can test them out and see which one gives you the best frame rates and the best, look for you. Field of view is going to be 100. Make sure you always have field of view on 100%. I use static and everything is on low. Everything is on low because I want the most FPS possible. Yeah, these are my settings for season 10 and possibly season 11. Yeah, it's not too bad.
We've heard through the grapevine that the socialites are opening Vault 1.
Gateway 1, out!
Good riddance!
Watch out, up there!
The first team.
Cash out underway thanks to the socialites.
Enemy spotted! Down there! Watch out! Down there! Time to disappear! Watch out! Down here!
They stole it. The mighty just became guilty of that, but it's good for the scoreboard.
So will there be consequences, Scotty?
The high notes hit a low.
Plan Steel delivering the goods.
A vault has just arrived. Get ready for a frenzy. The Bogues got the cash box. wiped out again.
They lost their rhythm and they paid for it.
Ready, set, go!
The Vogues kick off the act.
This is phenomenal. The contestant streak just keeps growing with no opponent safe from this unstoppable force. I don't know what to say, but it looks like this game show event has taken an unexpected turn.
This extraterrestrial incursion
Damn,
rages
bro,
on, but our
damn.
contestants are scrambling valiantly.
I wonder. With overtime underway, every second counts more than ever.
Cash out underway. The Vogues are showing their style. The mighty won't want to make this a habit. Team wipe again.
Scotty, someone meddled with their might.
Target is here. Threat detected.
The socialites
today,
are working their way
boys.
into a vault. With just 30 seconds remaining, every move counts.
Exciting, Scotty. Try not to bite your nails too much.
Somebody from the high notes just took out a few opponents. Tremendous. Stylish and strong, the Vogues finish on top and move forward.
Let's take off in this round.
Thanks, you're a star.
Bingo! Cash out nabbed by the powerhouses.
Red ball out.
The stakes just jumped with a new vault on the field.
Go for vault 4.
The tough shells have
Watch out!
recovered and
Over here!
respawned.
Recovered from that team wipe. The retros need to stay on the lookout.
Secure vault 3.
Applying pressure, the tough shells are opening vault 3.
Revive me.
Whatever you're doing is not doing the right thing.
Halfway through, the contestant is driving with every play.
Anything can happen at any moment.
Struggling with our newfangled cash out station as they presents troubles for the jet setters once more. Team wipe.
They looked a bit jet lagged out there.
Tough break for our team.
Thanks a million.
The tough shells cracked once more, folks. Team wipe. True to their name, the powerhouses finish on top and move to the next stage.
And securing the final qualifying spot this round, it's the Retros, playing it just right.